Let's just hope we don't get any lag because I've been having that problem. Let me hit start recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with. Let me make sure the mic is working. Hold up. All right. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode 45 of Zed Daily. Sheesh, we are flying. I've got D'Artagnan, the homeboy from used to be Naruto Racing, but now Metaverse Gaming. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Glad to be on. I think the last time I was on was episode 10. So glad to be here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Episodes are flying by. So, to start it off today, I want to talk to you about the name change. Why'd you guys switch from Naruto to Metaverse Gaming?
I think that our direction was to get into other games other than Zed Run. Naruto Racing is pretty Zed Run focused. And, we checked if Metaverse Gaming was taken, and it wasn't. And that was before Facebook announced Meta, and everyone started to look at buying Metaverse land. We were just interested in a bunch of Metaverse games, and so we're like, we'll just be the MVG boys. And I think that's where it went.
Dope, man. And then, I gotta ask, is your guys' logo based off Remy? Because I think the face sculpture looks exactly like him, bro.
No, but he would love to be. I think he'd love that. You just made his day when he hears this. But no. So we basically took a faceless person, a guy who works a 9 to 5, is real tired, comes home, and he's black and white in his work clothes, so he's real boring, mundane, living in monotony, whatever you want to say. And then he gets home and these colorful headphones, right? He enters the metaverse. He enters this beautiful, all encompassing world that you can do anything in, which is what's being built right now. So that was kind of the idea behind the Metaverse logo, our final logo.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's definitely a clean logo. I like it. So jumping from changing your guys' names, I look last week and I see that you guys are coming out with a new tournament. So do you want to touch on that, the name of the tournament, and then the backstory of how this tournament came to be, and then what you guys plan to do with it this week?
Yeah. So the Moscato Cup is coming to everybody in Zed Run on the 12th of January. It's this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can find it on the Metaverse Gaming _MVG Twitch. Our Twitter is at MetaVS Gaming. We have the rules put out there. The rules is also on our Discord. And basically what the tournament is you register, and we'll be putting out classes 3 to 5 races, 2,000 meter, the Wanzhou Golden Cup, and you join and you enter, but you're competing live. So everybody who's registered, we have a database for you, and then you compete live, and we'll do 7 total rounds. And, the winner of these rounds wins prize money. We have about $8,000 in total of giveaways, $2,000 in prize money, a bunch of horses, and we're giving away a computer. And we're about to do the computer announcement and retweet in about either today or tomorrow. It should be live. So Moscato Cup, it's just a live tournament. It's never been done. We've never had a full-on tournament live. And it's multiple weeks. It goes to the 2nd of February, every Wednesday of January, 9 p.m. Eastern. So really excited for it. And there's going to be lots of giveaways. There'll be giveaways to people who've never played Zed. If you've never played Zed, we're going to make sure that at least some of you get horses every single week. So super stoked about that.
Is this still open for registration? Can new people still come in and sign up? So what's the process of doing that? How could somebody that's watching this video sign up for the Moscato Cup?
I got you, man. So basically you go to our Discord, you make sure that you do the welcome, the welcome entrance. You just hit a thumbs up. Okay. If you don't hit the thumbs up, it's not going to show you the rest of Discord. So a lot of people were getting our Discord and didn't know to hit the thumbs up. So like they couldn't see beyond the welcome page. It's basically agreeing to our terms and conditions. So then when you're in there, you just drop your stable name, your Twitch name and your Twitter name in our registration. We'll put you in our database. And the cool thing about the Moscato Cup is every single round, so there's 7 rounds each week. So week 1, we'll have 7 rounds. There'll be a first, second, and third place. If anyone's tied by the 7th round, we'll do head-to-heads. But you can register round 2, round 3, round 4. Like, we leave the registration open. So, like, if you just found us and you're watching us live, it's the whole point of being live. You can join in round 2 and round 5. Let's just say you get back-to-back W's and you tie for 3rd place, go to head-to-heads in round 8, right, with whoever's in 3rd place, and now you're competing for, that 3rd place spot. And placing podium, 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, gets you a spot in the grand finals, which gets you a spot at, a lot more prize money, a lot better horses. And, if you win any of these weeks, you have an invitation onto probably one of the best jockey, clubs out there, which is the Alhambra Racing Team. And he'll bread you out with horses, with money, and help you build your own stable.
Okay. So before we get into the Alhambra Racing Team, which I do want to touch on a little bit, I kind of want to like go into a little bit more of like the scoring system and how it works. So if let's say this person comes in, and do they just have to win races against the larger field? Like how is this like gonna work on a day-to-day aspect when I'm the user and I want to come race my horses in this tournament?
Right. So the tournament is a total of like 4 days. So the 4 days are each Wednesday of each week until the 2nd of February. And it's live on our tournament. It's live on our show. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the URL of the race. That's a qualification race, right? We'll drop it in the chat. We'll also drop it in a Discord channel. We'll watch the race. And we have the database. So we see like, all 12 stables that are inside the race. So let's just say that the first place winner isn't registered. Then the second place won the race if they're inside of the database. So what we're checking is I love zombie, but zombie tournaments have been for horses. They're not for stables. What we and I know he's going to get there with party modes. Zombie's already way ahead. Joe's a great guy. Like he's already thinking out there, right? And but party mode is really where you could get stable competitions, right? At the current model, it's very hard to get stable dual style, full on stable. You can do any distance, any class, right? And what we're doing is we're saying, okay, class 3 to 5, who's the best, mid-tier stable out here? Classes 3 to 5. And, it's just whoever against the competition, if you place the highest, you get a point. Nobody else gets a point. So every round, say there's 7 total races, there's only going to be 7 winners in round 1. And it's only about to be 7 winners in round 2, all the way out till round 7. We'll collect all the points, and we'll do head-to-heads for any ties for the podium positions.
Gotcha. And then do you guys like have any ways to like figure out, because it's probably going to be hard without custom races to get every single stable on like in like that exact race. Have you guys thought about like if that happens to come up and somebody doesn't get in the race and like the other 11 do, like what are you guys going to do if that happens?
Yeah, so there's a total bandwidth, right? So we have to look at our bandwidth. So I've already talked with the guys about this. We can probably handle about 100 stables signing up, which we're past 50 at the moment. So we basically can drop 50 stables. We'll drop 6 races. Now this is a live tournament, so if like you decide that like you're gonna go and bounce while we're dropping races, because there's gonna be a long period of time where like we've already queued the races, we're waiting for them to go and watch them. We have a lot of downtime as well. So, there will be downtime to step away from the computer, but, like we might drop an extra race if we find that like 5 or 6 people didn't get into a race and everybody else has, we'll drop another one. But it is a live tournament, and based on time and how long this is going to go each Wednesday, we have to be efficient with our time periods. That means just, stay, if you're trying to get in the race and, hey, I can't, we have a way to basically check the tolerance and be like, hey, we're dropping another one because X amount of people did not get in. Or, everyone's trying, and that night there's a lot of people racing. So, races are filling up. We have a way to work with it. It really means if you're registered, we can find you in our races that we're dropping that count.
Hmm.
So it's not very difficult. It's basically we drop races for you to join. You join one of them, not two of them, one. Because if you go in two races, we'll disqualify you. Each round. You can only go in one. So it's just working on like, hey, party mode's not here, but we already want party mode. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like we want to have live tournaments. This is what we're going to with Zed, and we're trying to perform a very difficult non-party mode tournament, but show Zed that like this is actually what the people want. And with our amount of registrations we've had, I think this is what the people want, and very excited for it.
Cool, man. Yeah, this does sound like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you kind of did touch on like one of the prizes, which is the Alhambra Racing Team. Like someone's gonna be able to join that. Do you want to touch on what the Alhambra Racing Team is, and then some of the other prizes?
Yeah, so Art, the Alhambra Racing Team, is an exclusive, club of about six racers at the moment. So Alhambra has like three tiers of horses, right? So the first time you get in, he'll basically see if you can just win, zero to hero type stuff. So he gives you, X amount of money and five horses from his tier three stable. You race, you make X amount of profit. That's up to you now. Alhambra, you'll have your own talk about like what you want to do, how you want to grow your stable, like how much time you can give, right? And then when you hit that threshold that he's looking for, you can pick from his tier two, which is gonna be like a lot better horses, a lot more profitable horses, right? But then like you get over an eighth profit, and you get his tier one, like he will literally help you build your own stable, and then you and he will become partners in a stable that he helps build for you. And tier one is we're talking like you can have studs from like the Artful, which is possibly one of the best breeders out there, top 100. You can have breeds from the Artful. You can have breeds from some of his better horses. You can race some of the best horses that he has, and it's really, let's just say that you are a small tier stable and you don't have the money for it. Well, that's the whole point of partnering or joining the Alhambra Racing Team. Is you're kind of joining this syndication, but also he's helping you build your own stable, and he's going to partner with you with that stable. So like, you're kind of getting like funded, and you're getting like the startup assets and capital. It's something that MVG has had to do. I've had to go out and have other people and use their assets to build, to get Jet Glue, to get Galaxy Runner, to get Archangel, to get some of our horses. I had to go out and do this on my own. But Alhambra's offering this to people who place first place each week. He wants four more racers. So, yeah, man, it's pretty sick.
So you got one person every week, or one person every other week that would win?
It's every week. It's every week. So there'll be a winner every week, and the first place winner has the invitation onto the Alhambra Racing Team. I believe they win $200, if I check correctly. I think they win $200 every week, and then they also win a blood tool horse.
Nice.
And also, they're going to win his raffle tickets, which I know a lot of people have no idea what this means for the raffle ticket, but we're about to create the NFT right here in about like 6 hours. And what we're doing is we're going to create an NFT where we'll drop it to live viewers, raffle tickets for our $4,000 computer that we're giving away. So if you're live, you're inside the Twitch, right, and you're just competing, you'll have the chance to do like a exclamation point raffle. You'll hit the giveaways in our Discord channel, or you like a tweet that we put out. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to basically win raffle tickets towards this, and then we'll basically do the raffle of the NFT live on our grand finale. So we'll just choose one of the raffle ticket numbers, like what one mint number, and that's the winner of the computer.
Straight up whole new computer, like desktop, just like bam, right there, you win that.
Oh, dude, it's the sickest thing. I don't think anyone's had a better giveaway unless they give away a Bored Ape. Um, so he can laser engrave it. He's gonna like hook it up with like RBG LEDs. You could put you could put diamonds, bro, on the side of your computer, and then LED the side of it, and have diamonds. Like literally, it says diamonds on the side. Has your fucking crystallized horse on there, and it has like it says evergreen, right? It says evergreen at the bottom, and it'll have RBG lights on it. Like we're actually gonna do a custom wrap. Like we're gonna be doing a wrap of a Bored Ape. So we're using Zed Chateau's Bored Ape, and we're gonna make a customized computer where it's gonna show Zed Chateau's Bored Ape on the side of the computer, and that's gonna be like the picture we
Uh,
use for the giveaway.
that's tight. That's tight.
So like you can put your PFP, your Zed stable on the side, and then the back plate. So the back plate of it is gonna have our MVG logo. So like we're gonna brand the back of it, right, with MVG. So you get like custom laser engraved MVG. It's gonna have like a water cooler, like it's gonna have like so it comes with a 3060 Ti originally, and if we bust like 4,000 retweets, it'll become a 3070.
Mm. What's the
And
difference
if
between
we
those?
like $400, maybe $400, and graphics wise,
Gotcha.
you can play the crap out of. I think a 3070 is probably the model that most gamers who are high end, like World of Warcraft players or high end, these like FPS, frames per second shooting games. Like a 3070 is kind of the standard model that they want to go for. That's not saying the 3060 is bad. The 3060 is great, by the way. It
Mm.
works perfect for every game. It's just like there's some very small nuances that people want 3070s for. Plus, and I'm not saying this because my friend Ted said I can't say this, but it mines better as a 3070
Okay.
for crypto.
All right. So I do got a question in chat. It seems like we got a little bit of confusion. So, Andy Max says, I'm confused. If it's 1 point for a win and you can enter one race an evening, won't there be a few people a week drawing with one win each?
Yeah. So, I mean, this is kind of what we're going after is there's 7 entrances, right? This is just the first 7 rounds. We also everyone has to kind of realize that like this has never been done. So we do the smoke show every single week. We run 36 races, right? 36. We ran 36 last week. 36 total races. Anybody could enter any race, right? And Crazy Cat won with like 5 wins, right? She got into half the races. She got into 18 races and won 5. So we are thinking like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of ties, but there usually is across 49 races, right? And only in one stable, you can only enter 7 total. Usually by that number, because we have had about 12 weeks of data points. After about 7 races, there's about 14 races. There's about 2 to 4 people stables that usually end up winning or going to the podium that end up already having 2 wins or 3 wins. And what really is happening is that the best stables out here are going to be like, hey, I have wavelength and I'm in class 5. Like Royd Rager, if I'm him, I saw I hit class 5. He just hits a 2,400 meter. That's 1 dub. He takes La Cruiser in class 4 long distance, takes a dub. Now he's 2 dubs, right? Now he's in round 3. Royd Rager could go for 5 straight dubs. What we're looking for is who's the best at class 3 and 5. And if you're thinking of it that way, yeah, there's RNG and there's some roll. But for some of these left leaners, a lot of the better stables will have a chance throughout each round to correctly kind of assess, hey, I'm going to go with a class 3 sprint right now for my first round, and then I'm going to hit a class 5 with wavelength, or with my long distance horse, and a mid distance at, class 4. So we're really testing all the distances in all 3 of those classes. There could be a split, and then we're going to go to head-to-heads. And if it seems like it's like too crazy and there's like a bajillion splits and it's been too long, like we'll add another day. We'll stream Thursday. We'll stream the next day and go into like, qualifications, for the podium. And we can extend it to Thursday. I know that's more time for people, but we're giving out, horses, we're giving out raffle tickets for a $4,000 computer. If you don't have time, like that's okay, and I get it. But also, like, this is why we play Zed. People play Zed for hours a day. I play for 4 to 5 hours a day. Like, we're just trying to have you play those hours during, when we're streaming and having fun. It's gonna be a blast. If you've never watched us live, it's gonna be a blast. We like to have a good time.
100%, man. One question in chat says, "Do we need to register for the MVG tournament, or do we just need to be there live?" And that's going back to what we said earlier. It's registering in the Discord, sending your stable in the Discord, and then also being there live.
Yep. So this is what, like, a tournament in Zed Run have been like, race on your own time. And that's cool. And Zombie has, like, time blocks, right? Where he has like 12 or 24 hours, right? For zombie tournaments. What we want to get after is that we already see that Zed is going to have like 3 or 4 hour window tournaments, or they're going to have like multiple day live tournaments. This is where they're going to. We're trying to inspire Zed to do like live tournaments, because right now our tournaments are like over a long period of time. And yes, our tournament is going to be over a month, but like you're going to have winners every single night, every Wednesday. And that's what this game's going to. We're just trying to help inspire him. And honestly, we want to be historically first. You were here, Evergreen, when I called out Zed for changing the algo. You remember that talk?
Oh, I do.
First person to call out,
Yeah.
the change of the algorithm was us. Was MVG. We used to be Naruto Racing. We called about the change of the algorithm. I just want to put down in history, it was us, baby.
And I'll
We want to be
say,
the first one again.
I didn't think the algo changed. I didn't believe you. So hats off to you, man, because I was just like, nah, competition got stiffer. So hats off to you guys for holding into your beliefs and really drilling down on that.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, we had a lot of backlash from the community for our opinion. But where we think this is going next in Zed Run is live tournaments. And this is what, like, in 2023, 2024 in the metaverse, you're gonna have commentator and live people, right, talking about live tournaments. And we want to bring it to you now. We want to do it before party mode's here, before it's easy. And we've been doing it literally every single night. We do Smoke Show for the last 12 weeks. We've been doing this at a smaller scale. But we actually have had 80 stables compete in Smoke Show, I think 3 weeks ago. So it's not like we can't handle the bandwidth. And, we'll make sure it's fair. But at the same time, you have to be there and competing. So you have to be live. Like, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, sorry you missed a round. But, like, it's really not that hard to win when there's 7 races to choose from. If you're a good racer and you're a good stable, I mean, shit, we had 30 races one night, and MVG won 9 of them. Like, if you do the proportional odds, that's at least 3 wins in 7 races, which would put us probably in first place. So that's kind of what it looks like when you're stable dueling. And the whole idea of this is like, hey, class 3 to 5, who's the best? That's really what we're looking for. We want participation. We want you to play. And for being live, you're going to win tickets for a $4,000 computer. You can win horses that we're going to get raffled off. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to win a lot of stuff, and you're going to have fun. And this is like what it's going to. There's going to be sponsors for live tournaments. There's going to be live giveaways for watching on the stream. This is what the model is going to look like when there's 10,000 people watching and 1 million people watching. We're about to make the same exact model of what this is going to look like in 3 years. And I want to just have it. I want to do it first. That's what MVG wants to do.
I respect that. So we do got a few more questions in chat. One of them says, would head-to-heads be contestant called races from the tie breaks?
Yes. So it depends on the head-to-heads. I have to be realistic. Let's just say that, like, the head-to-head, there's approximately 8 people tied for 3rd place. There's 0 chance I'm going to let 8 people call 8 races for them all to do. What I'll probably do is we'll basically be like, hey, we're just going to drop a class 4, long, short, whatever, and you win or you win. You win or you lose. But if it's 2 to 3 people, we'll let you guys head-to-head on a tie. Like that's if you watch Smoke Show, we've done it literally every single time. It comes down to the final like 3 to 4 people. We let head to heads go on. We let them all choose the races.
Okay, gotcha. One more said, quick question. I'm on the MVG Discord, but it says welcome rules. How do we register? And that's just a thumbs up button. They gotta
Yep.
react with the thumbs up button.
React to thumbs up, guys. And then you'll see registration page after that and our Zed, all of our chats.
Cool. He said I did, and it says channel verification level too high.
Oh,
I don't know.
channel.
Ch-
Bro, you too verified. Too high. You're too verified,
channel
bro.
verification level too high. He's too qualified.
He's way too qualified. They're like, dude, this guy's nuts.
They don't want to see him winning.
Um, yeah, I mean, like, let's just give it a second, maybe reload it or click back into it. But yeah, look at welcome rules right now. Like, you just hit the thumbs up and you should be Gucci. Let's run this. There should be no. There's been a few issues. Like, it's not like we built Discord wrong.
Right.
It's like you click the like Discord just sometimes has like a minute before like it sends you on to the next page. Um, I've had that issue before. So if you still have a problem, hit us up on Twitter and we'll see what's going down.
So I don't think we talked about this part yet, but we may have. Did we go into like the structure of the grand final and like how that's really going to play out when people get to the grand finals?
Yeah, so the grand finals is when we're going to do one, the computer raffle giveaway, and two, the grand finals is going to be where we have 9 stables. And if you think about it, there are 9 total race types, distance wise, 1,000 to 26. So we're going to hit all of those race types across 3 classes. And we're not telling anybody what class it is. If it's 26 in class 5, it's a 26 in class 5. It's 1,000 in class 3, 1,000 in class 3. And then those are marked off the board. It's all about like how much depth do you have? And if you know MVG, we have a horse in every single distance, or we used to. I ended up sending my little brother a bunch of horses to race over Christmas. So we're kind of like thinner. And people took advantage of that in the last smoke show. We lost the last smoke show because people kept drilling the distances that we didn't have horses for. But yeah, so it's going to be 9 total races across all 3 classes. And then, head to heads after that based on points. So like if you got 0 points, you're not in anymore. You got like you're tied for third, you're in. And we'll continue to drill down each round after that.
Okay, cool. A couple more questions here in chat. Avon Field says, if someone wins multiple weeks, will that entry into Al Harriman Racing Team go to the second place winner?
So if you win multiple weeks, which is very possible, Avon Field already knows that he usually scores pretty well in the smoke show. So he's like, I have a pretty good chance to get up there. Yeah. What happens is like we have a week 3. I didn't want to say this till we're live, like on the tournament, because I don't want to confuse people. But everybody who comes in the 4th place, we will have basically a bracket to like get into the grand finals if we have multiple people each week podiuming over other stables, right? And yes, I don't know. I have to talk to Al Hambren. I don't know if he'll take a second place winner. I'll be very honest with you. I know the guy. PK is a great guy, very competitive, and he wants the best. So I don't know if it would go to the second place person if the first place person has won 2 weeks in a row. I think if they do win, I would talk to that stable individually. Like if it's one of my friends, I'd be like, hey, like you're in the grand finals, like you ain't gotta press people's more weeks because there's some good stables out there. I could see Crazy Cat going two to 3 wins, or 2 to 3 podiums over the course of the tournament. But I really just want to see the best 9 stables in class 3 to 5 duking it out in the grand finals. And there's been a lot of people who talk a lot of smack, a lot of people who think they're great. And, they came on the smoke show and we've won 11 of our 13 weeks that we've done it. So I'm just saying the math doesn't add up sometimes.
Golden Glow Master says, how do you anticipate if people are in your races and winning but not participating in the smoke show?
Like I said, we check the registration. We have a database, and we just go to. We have a URL that we put into a private Discord channel. We write round one. We drop all the races that we put in as a smoke show race, and then we just basically go through and we see, okay, first place, not a stable that signed up. Second place, stable that signed up. They are the winner.
Mm.
So it's not a. It's when we say winner take all, it just means that there's just 1 point for whoever wins that race. And winning on the smoke show doesn't have to be first place. And it's been many times that the first place person was not on the smoke show, and we give the point to the second place person. So a lot of the people who've been watching smoke show, I think we have about 140 reoccurring viewers for the smoke show. From what I can tell from our analytics, uh, they know the rules. Like that's how the smoke show works. We give 1 point to the second place if the first place person is not a part of smoke show. But we didn't have a way to verify it, right? Like that's the whole point of the registration, is just to make sure that we're verifying, and it's fast. I don't have to ask chat, hey, were you in this race? Like we already know they were in the race, they weren't in the race. And you can sign up each round. So say like you didn't know the smoke show was going on, or the Moscato Cup was going on, and you're like, oh, dude, look at this. Like there's a tournament going on. You can sign up and we'll put you in round two if round one's going on. So, yeah.
Cool, man. And yeah, and then Avon I think you answered his question perfectly. He asked if it would close each week, but you just answered it right there. It's open 24/7. If you want to join week 4, you can join week 4.
No. So week 4 is the grand finals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, week 4 is the grand finals, and do know that like if they're for this is going to be a very this is a first time tournament. This is a live tournament. There's going to be hiccups, or like we're going to make it as fair as possible, right? And we're also rewarding people for just being there. You have a chance to win a computer. You have a chance to get horses, and like that's what we're going after, is just to have fun, have a tournament. But also, if we have a hiccup 1 week, we'll add on a week and push the grand finals out a week. If there's any problems with the tournament or whatever else, we have the capacity to add another week. That's not a big deal. We just want to make sure that it's fair as possible with live tournaments.
Can you just be a viewer and win something? Because I have like a buddy in chat that doesn't play Zed Run at all, like just watches, right? Like, could someone like that literally has no horses come in, just get lucky by watching your guys' stream and walk away with the horse?
Yeah. So Pony Plug has been nice enough. Zook reached out to me and was like, hey, man, like I want to bread you with free horses every single week to give away to new stable owners. And I was like, facts. Like, that's cool, bro. Like, let's do it. And so, Pony Plug will be giving away horses each week to basically new viewers. And, you're in it as well, Evergreen, the Zed content creator Discord. And, like we're creating some videos, and who knows, there's other content creators that might want to, do giveaways. I've been reached out to a couple times to some other people. And like what we're doing this tournament for as well is to show off also the Zed content creators. So we're building, we asked everybody to make a video of themselves, what they do. And we're going to be showing off all the Zed content creators as much as we can during the tournament, because we want to this isn't just about, racing class 3 to 5, who's the best. This is showing like, hey, there's a lot more people in this ecosystem. I want to show the Bored Apes and the Cool Cats because this computer giveaway I'm hoping it's going to get thousands of retweets, thousands of people trying to get inside or trying to win this computer, because it's a lot of money, first off. But what I'm trying to do is leverage that to show the rest of, the crypto community. Once it's a certain amount of retweets, they're going to be kind of joining live and seeing what Zed Run has. And I want to show them the full depth of the ecosystem of Zed Run. And that's what I really want to get after is, hey, you think a Bored Ape is cool or a Cool Cat is cool, but like we're racing fucking horses, and there's a multitude of content creators inside of this area. We have all different, aspects of entertainment and stuff that goes on. We have tournaments, like we have Zeddies, we have Pony Plug, we have Griffey, challenges. We have smoke show. We have a whole YouTube, we have a whole YouTube series, bro. I'm on it right now. We have a whole like podcast that people get, interviewed on. Like it's a huge ecosystem. And I want to show the rest of the crypto community that, because I think that they're literally like sleeping on this project. They're sleeping on Zed.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, and I like how you kind of have the get them in the door aspect of like, hey, computer giveaway, retweet, blah blah blah, just get you in the door, right? Now once you're in the door, like you gotta hook them. Let's have some, just like you get all the appetizers and you make it to where it's like inviting and to where people want to stay in that environment. So I 100% I love that, and I'm with you on the degree of like profile pictures versus digital horses and like the community that this one has. Like, not hating on any profile pictures, but I've seen their communities and I'm like, I don't know if that community would be as strong if the floor wasn't at whatever price it's at, right? But with this, like I'm
Yep.
100% sure that doesn't matter what the Genesis floor is at, like the community is always going to be this community, and that's like a lot of reasons why a lot of people haven't left this game is because of the community.
There's been a long time, man. I was winning a lot of money. You can plug your stable and know your horses, by the way, and see your profits, and your losses. And so, I plugged it in and I saw the amount of ETH that I had won. And I was like, wow, I started the game with like, an ETH or two. And I'm at like lots of ETH, but like I'm at a loss right now. And I'm still racing at a loss. Like I still race at a loss, like I know that my buy prices for my racers, we bought a lot of racers in September, before we realized the algo changed. And, like that's a huge sunken loss, like 80 of a sunken loss that we'll never get back probably. Hopefully with more custom races and whatever else, some of those horses are more viable, and they're in a separate, they're not even close to our wallets anymore right now. We're just sitting on them knowing that they have good potential. But what I will say is that, I race even when I'm not profiting. I race for fun. This is a very fun thing for me. This is actually an outlet for us. We've made more money outside of Zed and other NFT projects, but we stay around Zed for a reason, because the community is great and we enjoy ourselves. And I think that aspect of it, and the fact that we have friends here, I've met people in IRL. Me and Sean got so fucking wasted. I vomited outside of a fucking Uber. I was vomiting everywhere. And I'm not saying it's good. All right, guys. That's, teen drinking is very bad. That's why I think I
Team
did.
drinking is
But,
very bad.
but you know what I mean? Like, bro, I literally met up with Sean and we're like best friends, dude. Like, we had the time of our fucking lives. We went to the craps table and like, I think Sean won $1,000 at the craps table, bro. We're just shit. He shot for 45 minutes, man. And we just had a blast. And like, I only talked to him over the internet. Right. And we had some streams together. We had the Naruto versus all, and some Discord. We talk to Discord all the time. But like I've met people that like are my homies for life on Zed. And that's what I think is the beautiful thing about this community. And like what you can get a part of by being a part of Zed is that like people enjoy it as a sport, the sport of racing horses. People enjoy this, man. It's a good community.
I love that, man. Do you got a? Oh, I got one more question for you on Zed Run Talk. If you got some time, I kind of want to talk to you just about the broader NFT space. But first off, where the name Moscato come from? And then Avon says, what is the best brand of Moscato?
Oh, dude, you gotta ask PK. Alhambrin, he goes by PK, by the way. So PK reaches out to me October, and he's like, "Hey, man," he was like, "What you guys are doing in class 3 to 5, like with a smoke show, like that's the future of Zed." And I was like, "Appreciate it, bro." And he was like, "I want to come sponsor a tournament for you guys, give you some prize pool money, be a part of it, and just help you guys keep producing the smoke show, but like make it more professional tournament." And I was like, "All right." And I kind of went ghosted on him. I sent him what I thought we could do, and then I kept doing the smoke show. And he reached back out to me in November. He's like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, man, we're tweaking show on the smoke show." I was like, "I want to make sure that we can actually execute this, because what we're looking to do is going to be pretty big." And then in December, I was like, "All right, man, we're good. Let's launch this shit in January." So we had to do about 12 to 13 runs of the smoke show, bringing on, because if you remember, we bring on people, man, and then like our cameras would start switching all over the place.
Mm.
And like we'd have audio problems. and we'd have production problems. But if you watched our last production, we went from 2 cam to 3 cams to 4 cams. We had transition screens. We actually have a slide deck now. We changed the production quality. We want to make sure that we were producing a good tournament. You know what I mean? And so the Moscato Cup was really just PK's idea. He was like, yo, you guys like to drink? Let's make this thing, about like the Moscato. I was like, cool, man. We'll go with Moscato. I think pink Moscato is my favorite like flavor of Moscato. I don't think I have like a Moscato brand favorite. And actually, I own the horse pink Moscato. It's a Z6 filly. I'm about to breed it here pretty soon. But yeah, I think it just came from PK and wanted to name it about it. And I think that the Moscato trophy, we haven't designed it yet, but I think we're gonna make it the most donkey looking trophy of all time. Like just like it's an absolute shit looking trophy, but like you gotta win it. You know what I mean? Like it's a meme.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. I'm excited for the Moscato Cup. Officially kicks off when?
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
9 p.m. Eastern
9 p.m.
on
Eastern.
Metaverse Gaming _MVG Twitch on our Twitch.
Did you guys try and make it to where like your timing is to where international people can also like participate as well?
I think the later nights, the problem is that the UK gets fucked. I'm gonna be real honest about that. The UK is definitely someone. It's they're gonna have a harder time competing in the Moscato Cup, and I feel bad for that, for sure. It actually has to work around our time. It's really hard to produce live streams. My boys right now, the reason why they're not even on this call right now with you, Evergreen, is they're at work. Like they're at work right now. I have the luxury of like I'm about to be out of work, and I kind of have like this like off period, but like they're working during the time, and so 5 p.m. is too early for them. They still getting off work. 6 p.m. is too early for them because Brandino is in a different time zone. He's in the middle of the United States, so like 9 p.m. is kind of the best time for us to run the smoke show. We could always adjust it. We could put it to a vote and adjust it to like probably 8. But at the moment, we've already advertised 9, so we're gonna stick with 9 for the first one. But if a lot of people want to go to like 8, maybe 7:30 p.m., we could do a vote for it. And that's the whole like power of like decentralization is like, hey, look, like we can switch this shit if you guys want. It's just 6 is too early, and 7 o'clock was actually going to be creeping on to Pony Plug's time. But Pony Plug canceled their, I think they canceled their streams during our Moscato Cup. So if we need to, we can shift it basically to 7:30 for the next week, and we'll put that announcement out and everything else. And now everyone's in Discord who's registered, so it's really easy to get a hold of everybody with a notification because you're in the Discord. So we can communicate this to you on multiple different platforms, multiple different times to make sure that everyone meets the next start time. But yeah, 9 p.m. hits Australia. It hits all the US pretty well. So unfortunately, people in the UK might not be able to compete, and it kind of sucks unless they stay up. They're late night guys.
But there's gonna be more of these tournaments, and like who's to say like whenever like if you're gonna have more time in the future to set it up at whatever amount of time or whatever time, like then it could be like a more international thing later down the line.
Oh, yeah. So I think we're trying to do this every quarter, and I don't want to speak for my sponsor, but my sponsor basically said, "Hey, man, if this goes fucking really well," he was like the computer sponsor, Silver Knight PCs. They were like, "Hey, if this goes really well, like you could look to us to do another one of these." And I was like, "Really? Like that's crazy, bro. Like that's a lot of money." So I think that I really just want to kill this first one, and then kind of set up a battle rhythm for maybe a quarterly tournament with the Moscato Cup.
I love that, man. So how much time do you got?
I got time.
You got time? All right. So let's talk about the roadmap. Are you guys any more bullish on Zed? Like, are you changing your game plan after this roadmap? Are you gonna go buy Genesis? Are you like investing to go and get racers? Like, has your game changed at all after this roadmap? And if so, what's your plan?
So I think you can see us buy more Genesis horses. Negotiating a deal right now on one. I believe in Genesis racers. Obviously, it's breeders. Breeders is number one. Breeders are really expensive. People kind of know it. They have a good breeder now with like Zedge Tool and most of the Blood Tool. All the Blood Tool guys, like they go out and they buy all the best horses out there for breeding. I'll guarantee that. Like these guys, they have the Blood Tool. They research. They're like, oh yeah, these are good breeders, and they have like these applications on the Blood Tool to tell them if they're pretty good ahead of time, and they can basically scrape the database. So what I find I went out and I bought some unique horses. I bought Quickly Quaking. It has a 70% show in 2,600 meters paid. Um, it can't really compete against the higher variance horses like a Diamonds, right? But it's consistently fast at 26 class 4, class 5. So I mean, when we get into specialized races, like Genesis only Buterin, you know, it's number 5 long distance for Genesis Buterin at 26. I don't know if it's genuine risk or there's obviously Mula Mula. Now that Fairy Dancer's gone, that's out of the picture. There's not a lot of big Genesis horses that are like really, maybe it's top 10. There's not a lot of Genesis horses that are like specialists that can race at 26 well. And so I kind of go out and find those like Buterins that are really good at racing and just buy them really cheap. I bought Quickly Quaking for 0.18. Um, I bought a Z8 recently that is a spiker horse that can race at the 1,000 meter that can bring the class 5. It's a Z8 Genesis. I bought a Z10, kind of like 2,200 meter specialist recently that can kind of compete in 2s and 5s in class 5 and 4. You can go to class all the way down to class 5. So I'm kind of looking at grabbing the racers, and I own this new horse called Cincinnati that I just got a 0.6 offer on it last night. In the DMs, and Cincinnati is nutty.
I saw that
That
also
horse.
raced. I saw it on the marketplace for a while.
Right, I bought it for 0.3, man. I actually bought it because someone said on our smoke show, like you guys should race Griffies and do a scratch off. Have you guys ever done a scratch off? I was like, I've never done a scratch off. I've never done a unraced unbred. And I bought that thing, dude, and I raced it, and I was 15% win rate over 70 races, paid 5 and 10s. I was just like, oh my God, this horse is disgusting. It's on a losing streak right now, which is totally fine. I don't care. It's a U. It's gonna go up and down the U. So really good horse.
That's cool, man. Golden Glow asks, he says, do you believe that the roadmap now makes Zed closer to Peg XC? I'll answer that to start. No, I think Peg XC is like a Zed ripoff, and they took literally that's a Zed ripoff to me. I think they may have beat Zed to the renting and the loaning aspect, but I look at that as like Clubhouse or anything like that. I think Zed could be Twitter, and they're just going to take your Twitter or your Clubhouse spaces or whatever, implement it in their own system, and be like, thanks for the idea, peace. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yep. Yeah. So Zed Run roadmap, dude, evergreen. It's just hitting on all the. I know you talked to a lot of people, so you might not remember our conversations on our last stream, but we were talking like, what do you think Zed should do? And I said Zed needs to drop its roadmap. And I actually, I have like 100 retweet after our interview, same day or the next day, I dropped Zed should do this, drop fucking roadmap, do these things like tokenize Des token and have it for people that hold horses. This, and this. I can probably toss you the tweet here pretty soon. But I said like they need to drop the roadmap. And the reason why is that like I genuinely believe that they changed the algo, which they did. And there's some weird stuff going on in October where it was like, hey, look, you're really distracting and you're getting away from the point of Zed. Like, let's get after what we know should happen. And it's, renting horses, right? The ability to do what we consider to be trustless, right? Trustless is like, leasing, renting, whatever, where I don't have to send you the horse, but like it gets contracted to your wallet for a little bit. And you're paying me money based on, how much you're earning in profit. And yeah, so like they're hitting on all the cylinders that like we wanted them to do. And, when it comes to branding, someone's going to pay a lot of money to brand Princess of Power. I guarantee it, to put a customized skin on the side of it with Nike. You know what I mean? Empowered by Nike or some shit while she runs. So like we're going into a really cool space right now with party mode when it comes to having more fun in the overall ecosystem. And then with like diversity of race classes. And I know that ELO is coming out. I'm not bullish about ELO. I'm just not. I think it's very difficult to pull off. I think multiple race classes is the correct approach to go with, and specialized race classes like exclusive only, Buterin only, Genesis only. I think that gets after um, a much better ecosystem than the ELO system, because I think the ELO system it's still manipulable. You can still manipulate it, and that's what people are finding right now with horses is like you can D rank and class up horses really easily, like wavelength being at 0. And I talked about this on your last show. I love Roid Rager, man. Shouts out to you, man. But wavelength able to be in class 5 is, and that's no shade against him. He's doing the Fibonacci tournament. So he's about to compete in a tournament, right? He's going to compete in one of the next tournaments to win, right? And that's cool. But like that horse should not be in class 5 most of the time. There's other horses like Princess of Power come to class 3. Like, girl, stay in class 1, stay in class 1, but class 1's a desert. So why would you stay in class 1, right? No shade against those stables, none at all. They're great people. They do a lot. Roid Rager's his boss lady, like, dude, she's amazing. She's such a great racer. I watched her on the stable duels. They're very competitive and they're great people. And they're what this ecosystem needs, and needs to show Zed as well. Is that like, hey, like you need to find a place for these horses. You need to find a system. And is ELO the answer? I don't know. I don't know if ELO is the answer. I think that it could still be manipulated, and we shouldn't hate the racers. And I think you said this, Evergreen, and I actually agree. I didn't frame it the right way on the last interview we had. I kind of was like, yo, racers, stay the fuck out of these classes. But you know what? If the game allows it, you're just showing the game where they need to make changes. And I stand corrected by you, and the other racing teams. And, I said some stuff that I will not stand behind, which is that, it's not on the racing teams or the stables. It is on Zed Run to change how they approach. And that's all we're doing is we're showing that, like, hey, you need to change the system. I don't know if ELO is the answer.
No, yeah, 100% agree with you. And I mean, like, that's the biggest thing. Like, if you can admit that you changed your mind, like, okay, like that's the world we live in. You're allowed to change your mind, right? So like that's awesome, man. And yeah, if they're doing that, it's not their fault. They're just pointing out a flaw within the game. So
Yep.
I'm 100% with you. Now, getting outside of Zed Run and like looking in the broader NFT space, and like, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the broader NFT space because you've been doing this tournament stuff. So I'll start off with like, what is the project that you faded? Because I'll say I faded these Fanta Bears at 0.45, and these shits went to 10 ETH, bro. Like
What?
Yes, they're called Fanta Bears. They're like an Asian.
Is it on Phantom? Or
No,
is it on
Panta,
ETH?
or it's on OpenSea. And Eric Wong posted
Okay.
about them at 0.45, right? And I didn't really look at it or do too much research in it, but it's really like the Asian market's first introduction to NFTs. And so it's kind of like a Bored Ape, like an Asian market equivalent. And I faded them at 0.45, and the shits went to like 10 ETH yesterday. And I'm just like, oh
Uh,
my God. So I wanted to ask you if you faded any NFTs or passed on any that have mooned recently.
Obviously biopills.
Mm.
We did a fucking video of biopills. We did an NFT Tuesday, December like 12th, I think, and we actually are about to put out a YouTube video for it. We've been trying to find an editor for YouTube because I'm very busy. The boys are very busy. It's very difficult to edit some of our videos, right? Professionally. And in our video, we show rarity tools. We bring up a biopill. I'm like, hey, this is like ranked in the top 600 biopills, right? I was like, check this biopill out. I was like, this has 11 trip effects. This is a really good pill that everyone should buy. It's at 0.6. Okay, that pill's worth 5 ETH right now.
Mm.
Literally 5 ETH, like just a month later. And biopills, clearly biopills. I own the land. I bought the land at like 0.18. My land's worth like 1.5 ETH right now, or something like that. It's nice little pickup. But like I knew biopills were good, and we're just poor as crap at MVG. We just kept on buying. We keep buying horses. We have an addiction problem. We give away horses. Like I've spent so much money on giveaways. I had to do my like finances recently, and I was just like, dude, we need to stop fucking giving away so much money. But it's fun, like we want
Right.
to build the community. And so biopills is one. Alien Friends I saw at like half an ETH. That shit's at 3 now. And like 3 days ago is at 0.75. Um, let's see what else. There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
We got into Red Village, where it's actually a game that we're gonna start streaming here when they come out with the gameplay. And we got a lot of Red Villagers across the MVG boys. We got a lot of them, and we're gonna get into the Mystics drop too. I think we're probably gonna try to mint 80 of them. So yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
we actually reached out to some investors. So we actually have investors behind the scenes that are looking to get into MVG, and we're like, yeah, we'll do a initial mint, and we'll basically double your money, give you back the rest of the money, and then we'll keep the rest of the fucking champions,
Hell yeah.
which we're hoping to keep like 50 after, and that's just to that. And what we're gonna do is talk about roadmap. Like we're gonna stream Red Village, and when you can mate these, we're basically gonna mate them, and then we're going to death match them. And if we win another champion, we're giving it away on stream. And like we might even just give away our deathmatch one as well. Like we'll mate them, deathmatch, give both away, or we'll continue and we'll just do, hey, thumbs up, thumbs down. Should we keep continuing death matching after we won the first one? They're like, yeah, we go again
Ah.
until we die, until we die. So really excited to do Red Village streams. We're looking at going to Biopill and doing some Biopill streams. They come out with their gameplay. We're looking at Crypto Raiders as a game. We missed that one. I was at 0.03 like just a month ago, and now it's at 0.3
Mm.
average. We're already in Riot Racers. We streamed the beta 2 days ago. We're in that one. Pretty nice. We'll have a fun time. We need to buy a couple more drivers, a couple more different car. We need a driver. We need a pro car, a legendary car, just so we can stream all the different race classes. And then we're getting into a couple of the projects. It's a project called Fabled that hasn't come out yet. We're looking at that project. Alluvium, obviously, we're looking at Alluvium pretty hard. We are checking out. There's a samurai game called Samurai Saga that will be coming out. If you saw that,
They minted a
so
few days ago, right?
yeah, they did. Samurai Saga comes out this summer, and if you stake your samurai for the next like 6 months, you'll be able to mint an enemy of the samurai that you can play as well. We're in the jungle. We minted a jungle destroyer, which is Apes United. They have a sandbox game that they're coming out with, so we have that one as well to play with. We minted Gbot, which is the games platform. It's going to be a crypto game on the cell phone. So we got one of those. We actually have two of those. We're trying to get into a lot of games, and we're trying to get into a lot of the fun games. And there's some AAA games that are coming out that are going to shock the world. There's Last Expedition that the Halo designers have made. That one will be out pretty soon. Guild of Guardians. That's going to be coming out mobile devices, and I think it's going to be pretty big. Yeah, there's a handful of games, man, that we're looking at, part of our roadmap. And I'll say this here, I'm not going to make it too official, but we are looking at expanding the MVG team, more streamers, more content creators, and MVG's hope by this summer is to be a DAO. And we hope to have a DAO where we can have a governance that's set up that people can give their horses to the DAO in exchange for certain DAO tokens, and then everybody can use the horses for studying or whatever else. We can race the horses as well, and they get like shared ownership in our company. And that's what we want to go towards, is like being the Metaverse gaming DAO that streams, has fun, makes content, and that people who are a part of it can basically benefit from our sponsorships, our branding. We are getting looked at by a lot of sponsors right now. And I didn't know this, but we're almost at 1 million impressions over like 4 months on Twitter. I know that might not be a lot for some people, but a million impressions to me is I had no idea about Twitter analytics till last night.
Hmm.
Um, it blew my mind. I was like, man, I almost had a million impressions, bro. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy. So really excited, man. Really excited to see where my company goes with my boys, and we're pretty bullish on gaming in general for
Yeah,
crypto.
100%. I think this is like I think we're the pioneers of this in this aspect. I think you've seen, or at least we've seen the regular gamers of like Twitch, or not Twitch, or like Ninja, um, Tifu, all these guys. Like that was kind of like the barrier for, not the barrier, but like the bar, right? Like these guys are the guys you wanted to be in gaming or streaming. Now, really, the game changes now. The game doesn't require this type of skill no anymore, right?
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah,
can I manage my bankroll and make sure I don't blow up my Zed Run account by racing whatever, or can I make sure and manage my bankroll in Riot Racers, or oh, I have a Village champion, like that kind of makes me like a ninja
yep,
level type caliber streamer with my Red Village fighters. So it's interesting because it's no longer like how fast your fingers can move. It's kind of like the assets you have. And if you have a diamond, you can do something that other people can't do because that horse in itself is rare. Same thing with the Red Village. If you guys get a monster fighter, you'll be able to stream content that other people can't stream because it's hard to get that type of fighter.
yeah. And if you think about it, it's chess. This is strategy. This is pure strategy. And there will be FPS games, first person shooter games, and whatever else in crypto. That's coming. AAA games are coming that people will want to play. But what you can now do is you can take like the the skin, or you can take the gold weapon that you took forever to get, right? And you can actually sell it for profit.
Right.
And then you have to start over again, and you have to earn that weapon again, which is fine. You can raid dungeons like World of Warcraft and get like top end tier gear, right? Like top end gear. Then you can sell the gear, instead of it being bound to your account. And that's like the whole purpose is like you're putting in a lot of work to these games and you're getting rewarded for them. And you can fractionalize what you sell instead of the whole account. Because if you remember, certain games, you have to sell the whole account to give what you've earned. And like you can't have all of the small pieces that you can individually sell individually. So you have to sell the whole account. And so NFTs open up this aspect of this market pretty well. And coming to back to chess, these games are chess. It's strategy, right? There's analytics to it. MJ and Know Your Horses, right? Like they create these great analytical platforms for you to be able to realize, like, hey, this is real math. This is still some sort of like wagering and gambling a part of it, but like really like it's fucking math. And um, if you know anything, Queen's Gambit was watched. For what reason? It was just fucking chess. That thing blew the fuck up. It was just chess, a chessboard game, right? And an okay backstory, but just chess, man, like at a high level. And people watch the shit out of Queen's Gambit. Like we're playing chess with games, bro. Like that's why we're in the content creator space in here, right? Like how do people chess? Like how do they think? What's the mind behind it? And then like watching the actual play and watching their math and their dedication play out and like see them win. Like that's what you're going to be seeing with content creation inside of the metaverse in general, in gaming. So that's why we changed the name to Metaverse Gaming.
No, I see the
We
play.
wanted yeah,
I see it. Um, Someone said Diablo 2, I think, had that at one point where you could sell loot in a real dollar marketplace. I heard of that. And someone said they still have it, just doesn't make as much as it used to back in the day. But yeah, man, it's a damn good time to be alive. Like being able to make money from playing these games. What just happened? Did the stream crash? Um, Hold on. I don't think it crashed. YouTube is not receiving. Oh, okay. We're still going, but we're just lagging. But yeah, man. Do you got anything else? I think that was a great topic from Zed Run, the Moscato Cup, and the broader NFT space. I think we covered a lot, man.
oh yeah. I think people should be looking at the Mystics drop with Red Village. I think we actually talked about Red Village when I was on your stream last,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, people should really looking at this space. The dev team's pretty solid behind it. They have a former World of Warcraft developer who did a lot of the quests, a lot of the gameplay. Who's on the team, an advisory role, and the gaming space. People should be looking at this summer. The gaming space is going to be huge. Everyone's going to talk about two different things. DeFi already happened, right? People understand DeFi. Now people are making DeFi where like you don't have to worry about it. Just give me your money and like we'll invest it for you type stuff, right? With Gemini, Gemini's doing that. There's a bunch of other platforms doing it as well. But we had the DeFi, we had the NFT pump with PFPs, exclusivity and utility of NFTs. We were a little just too early, evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
We saw utility and then we saw where utility can go. And a lot of people in Zed saw that real early. We're like, I'm here deciding between a Bored Ape and a Z3 Genesis Zabo, and I chose Zabo. And I think that we just were early. And this summer is going to be Metaverse. It's going to be the Metaverse, and it's going to be gaming. It's going to be hella gaming, and it's going to be decentralized autonomous organizations. DAOs are going to outpace companies this summer. That's what people should look forward to. DAOs will dominate the world. And if people don't realize it now, well, they sure as hell will realize it when DAOs are running everything.
Right.
Trust me.
When they're buying
Trust
up
me.
everything. Yeah. I got you.
You watch that Constitution DAO, man, raise like $47 million in like 48 hours. You know how hard it is to raise $47 million? Like, you need collateral, you need lending, you need bank credit lines. You know what I mean? They raised it liquid, $47 million. That's very difficult to do in real life. And that's the power of DAOs. And then when they didn't buy it, all the money went back to the wallets. They reverted back to the wallets, like immediately. They didn't buy the Constitution. That's nuts. Like that is the fastest capital raising possible. And that's what people should be looking forward to is DAOs, tokenomics of gaming, and then gaming in general. And we're on the forefront of it, man. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, me too, man. Like you said, I think we were just really early and saw the utility and took the longer term like play over like a lot of people did in the early stages. So yeah, might not have worked out in like the short term. You could have made a bunch of money flipping Bored Apes or something like that. But I'm 100% with you. I think even just looking at the broader market, everybody's starting to say P2E or play to earn or something like that. They're trying to implement that into their profile pictures. So I think we're already miles ahead with NASCAR, every Andreessen, Stella Artois, all these partnerships. I'm like, we just got to get like, I don't know what else we need. What else do we need for like, what's our rocket fuel? What do you think the rocket fuel for Zed is?
We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now, bro. We're the fucking rocket fuel. When we talk to the Zed team on Tuesdays, and I know that this is their focus as well is marketing and getting their brand out there. But also I think that they're doing a great job of the tutelage of the brand. They want to make sure this game is really able to scale, that it's going to have the capacity to be at the heights of the game. And so they're still working their tweaks out before they kind of pump marketing. But I think this is what makes the game go rocket fuel. I think it's us. It's showing the fun. It's showing any investment, anything you do, right? When you walk into a house to buy a house, what do? You walk in and what do? I'm asking you, it's not rhetorical. I'm asking you the question. What do you think you do when you want to buy a house and you walk in?
Check the landscape. You going to observe what you got.
You observe it. But, if you ever bought a house and you're with someone else buying the house, your partner, you're envisioning your life. You're watching the fun you're going to have. You're seeing where your kids are going to grow up one day, where they're going to run. You're seeing the dining room table. You're envisioning having guests over. You're envisioning the different seasons of your life there. What we're doing as content creators is we are basically painting a picture of the seasons. We're painting a picture of the fun. We're painting a picture of the ecosystem, the aspects of the gameplay. We're painting what your life is going to be, and you can literally watch it. You don't have to buy a horse. You can watch our streams. You can watch your YouTube channel. You can go on Twitter and see our interactions. You can watch replays, whatever, right? And and you can read articles about it. Like there's a whole that we have whole pages, third-party tools dedicated to this game.
Mm-hmm.
We have pages of just news associated and dedicated to this game. Um, that's the beauty of it, man. Is that like we are creating the reality for people to see that you don't have to go and like picture yourself. You just got to go do a little bit of like watching and research, and then you can literally see how you can be a part of this ecosystem. And like we are the change that will basically bring Zed Run to the full front. I think Zed realizes it, but I also think they're pacing themselves, which is fine. They're building a product that they want to be proud of, and they should be proud of as well. And the real thing is content creators are going to bring Zed Run to the big screen, to the crypto community. And that is hopefully our goal with the Moscato Cup. Tying it back into that, like we're really trying to pump this thing where with the computer giveaway, we get people in and they get to see, oh, this shit's fun. Hey, what are these horses? Well, like, what's going on? Oh, you just won how much? You know, um, how do I learn this? Here's all the ways you can learn. Boom. Hit them with Know Your Horses. Hit them with MJ Informatics. Hit them with Zed Gazette. Hit them with, all of the places to go. Follow these people on Twitter. I mean, Sangundo has a great page for starters where he has like 40 people listed that you should follow on Twitter. He has like, these are the places where you can learn, right? Like the 101 to Zed. Shouts out to my boy Sangundo. So yeah, man, we are the people to bring this vessel of Zed to the forefront of the crypto community, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, man. So, Moscato Cup coming on Wednesday this week. You want to double tap on the times, the date, everything, where to follow at on Twitch, all that stuff, so everybody can get in there and there's no confusion.
Yeah, of course. So, follow us on Twitter at Meta, METAVS Gaming. So, Metaverse Gaming on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch, Metaverse, but this one's actually spelled Metaverse. Metaverse Gaming _ MVG. And then, hit us up, go to our Twitter, follow our Discord, go into the Discord, hit the welcome, hit the thumbs up, and then register by just putting your Twitch name, your Twitter name, and your stable name. And you can do a stable link as well to your stable, so we can put you in the database. And the time is this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be starting the Moscato Cup, and you can register even if you come late and you haven't registered. Round 2, round 3, round 4, you can still register no matter what it is, all the way out to week 3. And then after week 3, we go to the grand finals. So come have some fun, come race. January 12th, this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern on our Twitch. You have to be live to compete. You have to be registered. Come have some fun. There's a lot of horses to get given away. It's a lot of fun to be had. And yeah, we're just trying to get back to the community and show how amazing, this game is to the rest of the crypto community as well.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, thank you, D'Artagnan. I think you guys are doing a fucking great thing with the tournament. I like how you guys got the sponsorships and are even just leveraging your relationships that you have with Alhambra and all that stuff into giving someone a little bit lower into the game a chance to, really, come in and either make some money from racing someone else's horses or, just be able to race horses in every day, right? And be able to
yeah,
it gives you a goal and an objective to be like, man, I want to get to Alhambra's level 2 or level 1, right? You want to move up in a game. So I love how you guys are doing that for the newer people, man. And yeah, do you got any
I will
questions
say this
for me?
too.
Go ahead.
I got this one too. Is we covered Alhambra, we covered the PCs. We said we're giving away a blood tool horse. We're also sponsored by Danshan. And I talked about the blood tool earlier. How this blood tool has 16 different applications inside of it. You can find all these different horses. You can find the best bred horse out there. Shouts out to Danshan, man. He's been supporting us the whole time, but kind of more officially since December. And we've had access to a blood tool, which really helped us give away some better horses. I don't know if anyone's seen, but our last 4 horses we gave away, I think all 4 of them have a win percent over 10%. And one of the horses has a 17% paid win percent. Just nuts. And that wouldn't be possible without using the blood tool. And so we'll be giving away a blood tool horse every single week to the winner.
Nice.
of that, right? And then he's also sponsoring a horse for the giveaway. Our giveaway is going to be tiered. At 200 retweets, we're giving away a horse. At 500, we're giving away a Zabo leg. So Zabo legendary at 500. At 1,000, the computer giveaway gets unlocked. At 2,000, the customized wrap gets unlocked. So like you can customize the computer, RBG lights, the whole fucking nine. And then at 4,000, we upgraded from a 3060 Ti to a 3070. That tweet will be going live either today or tomorrow. We're just going to get the raffle ticket NFT that we'll be airdropping everybody. It's all free, by the way. It's all free. It costs nothing for the NFT. We're going to be giving them to wallets, which is very important. That's why we asked, by the way, for the registration and the registered persons, their Twitch and their Twitter, is so that we can coordinate their wallets.
Gotcha.
When they win. When they win, super easy to control, find, see what they posted previously, and then find their wallet ID. And then we message them, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then boom. And we'll have a giveaway channel, and then we'll have a winner channel where you can drop your wallet ID. And it doesn't matter if randos drop their wallet ID, because we can just control F, the stable name that won, and the Twitch name that was a part of Twitch. And then we can also find their wallet in the wallet channel. So control F is a beautiful thing, beautiful function. So yeah, we'll be giving away that computer to people who watch live. And that's the beauty, man. Blood of Tool Horses from Dan Shan, our homie, Alhambrin, covering the prize pool monies, man. And then Silver Knight PCs with computer giveaway, and Pony Plug is coming in every week to give away to new stable owners. This tournament is jam packed, a lot of giveaways, and I don't even know. There might be more giveaways. I don't even know. We'll see.
Just show up. Just show up. You could be pleasantly surprised, even if you don't have a horse. But D'Artagnan, thank you so much for giving me your time, man. I'm excited to see what you guys do with this Moscato Cup and going forward. So it was good talking to you, man, and I'll definitely have you back on again sometime.
I appreciate it, my boy. Thank you so much, Derek. Appreciate you, and I hope Diamonds keeps getting dubs.
So do I. So do I, man. Hopefully we can make a finals or something and pull out a big one again.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. Jump in the next Netflix race. You're gonna win.
Oh,
You're
got
gonna
you.
win.
See, when we're talking about Princess of Power, like that's my game plan with Diamonds, is to never sell him, put a skin on him for whatever company. They give me the money for the buy-in. I'll wear their skin, and then you get to keep the horse. If you win the race, it's best of both worlds. You got some money and you got the horse, right?
Exactly, dude. This is permissionless, and lending of horses is the future, man. And Diamonds is one of the best horses in the game. So, congrats to you for having Diamonds, man. It's just a sick horse, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future of Zed.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, like you said earlier, I think we're all pioneering. I think we're all very early, and I think we'll all be very well rewarded in the future. So, D'Artagnan, you have a good day, bro.
You too.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah, of course, man. That was great.